Ardent Defender. Canada's war games that actually mean something. Canada is blowing stuff up again, and this time it actually matters. Exercise Ardent Defender just kicked off in New Brunswick, and for once, it's not a photo op. It's a wake up call. While Trudeau's selfies are long gone and Connie is busy balancing budget, the Canadian Armed Forces are quietly leading one of the biggest multinational training ops we have ever hosted. Explosive ordnance disposal, bomb squads, drones, robots, and the real deal. Defuse it or lose it kind of stuff. 2 weeks and a message to Russia and China. Canada still got teeth. Stick with me because by the end, you will see why this dusty base might just be the most important battlefield Canada has got right now. Exercise Ardent Defender is running from October 16th to 29th at CFB Gagetown, New Brunswick. The focus? Explosive threat neutralization. That means training to deal with everything from roadside IEDs to advanced drone munitions. But here is what matters. It's not just Canadians. We have got soldiers from the UK, Germany, Australia, Sweden. Why? Because this is not a NATO parade. It's a real prep for hybrid warfare. And Canada is leading the damn thing. The point nobody's saying out loud. Every time you see multinational training, it sounds boring, right? Like some photo op with a flag and a handshake. But Ardent Defender? This is about modern combat readiness. Bomb disposal used to mean a guy in a suit cutting wires. Now it's AI-driven drones, cyber-triggered munitions, and chemical traps. You screw up once, you're gone. And here is the political kicker. This training directly supports Canada's new Arctic and Indo-Pacific defense strategies. Why? Because the future battlefield is not just trenches. It's infrastructure, pipelines, substations, data cables. You take out those, you cripple a country. And that's what these soldiers are training to stop. Allied nations, hundreds of troops, tons of gear. And Canada is the host, not the guest. This isn't symbolic, it's strategic. When NATO looks north at the melting Arctic, at Russia's new icebreaker fleet, at Chinese research ships sniffing around Nunavut, guess which country sits between all of that? Us, Canada. We are the front line now. And this exercise, it's practice for defending that line. Before we go any further, please like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Subscribing to my channel is not going to cost you anything, but it does help me big time. Thank you. Now back to our topic. Here is the part that should make headlines, but does not. The Russian Navy has been running research patrols along the Northern Sea route. China has been mapping undersea infrastructure near Greenland and Baffin Bay. And now, right as that's happening, Canada quietly brings in allies to run joint operations on counter-IED and electronic warfare tactics. Coincidence? Please. This is signaling without saying it. It's our version of don't even try it. Let's be honest. The Canadian Armed Forces have had a rough few years. Recruitment crisis, aging kit, procurement delays that could make a glacier impatient. But Ardent Defender, this feels different. It's not about image, it's about capability. You can see it in the footage. Drones, cyber systems, engineers in bomb suits working shoulder to shoulder with Aussies and Brits. No politics, no platitudes, just professionals getting lethal. And that's the energy we need. Because if we are gonna keep pretending to be a middle power, we would better be one that can fight like it. Maybe, just maybe, we are finally taking defense seriously. Why this is not just a military theater. People hear military exercise and think waste of money. But you know what's more expensive? Not being ready. Ask Ukraine. Ask any country that got sucker punched because their leaders thought training was a photo op. Canada is finally putting muscle where the money goes. We got new funding flowing. That $62 billion Carney defense pump and Ardent Defender is where that spending actually meets the ground. You can see it. New gear, faster comms, better integration with allies. This is how you turn taxpayer billions into actual difference. Here's what nobody tells you. This training does not just protect soldiers, it protects cities. Every skill these troops learn here applies to domestic security. Think about it. Pipeline bomb threat, power grid sabotage, foreign drone strikes on a rail hub. The same EOD tech used in Gagetown can be deployed in Calgary or Halifax tomorrow. So yeah, this is not just a military exercise. It's a civil defense investment. And it's about damn time. For once, Canada is not tagging along. We are leading the damn show. That's rare. Usually, it's US leads, allies follow. But this time, Canadian commanders are calling the shots. We built the scenario. We invited the allies. We are exporting expertise, not importing it. That's a subtle but massive shift. Because leadership in training translates into influence in strategy. When the next NATO Arctic mission is planned, Canada gets a louder voice. And you can bet the Americans are watching how we handle it. Why does this all matter? Because it's not just about diffusing bombs. It's about defending sovereignty. Every inch of Arctic ice that melts opens new trade routes. Russia is already militarized theirs. China calls itself a near-Arctic state. In Canada, we've got half a continent's worth of territory up there. And barely a dozen operational ships. So we train, we host, we build alliances that make our deterrence credible. This is Canada saying, we may be polite, but we are not passive. And if that message gets through to Moscow and Beijing, Ardent Defender will have been worth every dime. For once, I will say it. Good job, Ottawa. Seriously, you have to give credit where it's due. Because Ardent Defender is not just a military PR stunt. It's proof that Canada can still lead when it decides to. And it's about time we stop apologizing for having a military because the world is on fire, literally. And nobody is coming to save Canada if we cannot save ourselves. So yeah, go ahead, blow up some dummy bombs in Gagetown because every explosion there means one less funeral here. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in my next video.